In Sefunga, where I was a missionary oftentimes, they bath once in a month. There's no water. I went with a team, and a donkey went to look for water at 5 a.m. and came back at 10 p.m. with 20 liters. 20 liters for 6 of us. I buy water from Kenya to take across the land border. Very soon, the water is finished. When we go there ourselves, we don't bath. Because there's no water. We don't wash our dresses. You put your dirty clothes inside their water, it becomes dirtier. So there's no reason, you don't need to wash it, you leave it. We come back smelling. And that's how they live. Oh, you live with them? Now, I went with nurses at a point, and we needed to scrape their skin and give them injection because they're sick. And Moyo, my third son, was busy scraping the skin and went through 4 layers of filth to access the skin. To access the real skin. The real skin. And Jenyo was there. So Jenyo asked the professor, excuse me, sir, what happened when we get converts and there's no water to baptize them? You see, you are going to have to, the grace of God will have to set aside your doctrinal emphasis to get people to heaven across your barriers. The thief on the cross was not baptized, but he got to heaven. The grace of God knows how to set aside your doctrinal barriers to get people to heaven. Mark you, the ratio of performance is this. That much fruit, now much more fruit is implicated in our day of existence and ministry. When Elijah was going, he handed over to a person that was going to produce twice. When Jesus was going, he said, the works that I do, you will do also. And much more because in your day, witches are going to multiply, wizards are going to multiply, cultists are going to multiply, they're going to regulate preaching on the streets, they're going to make it difficult for the gospel to be spread, they are going to even regulate the content of our preaching. There are things now you cannot say. If you say, they jail you. But we will make our converts out of them. We will conquer our generation. We shall not be marked down. The burden and the weight of sinners and the iniquities of the iniquitous people who are practicing sin, they will not run us down. I stood on my ground in the city where I live and I said, Islam will not run me out. I will run Islam out. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are supposed to stand up to is to stand up to your call and duty, and don't let them run you out. By the grace of God, this conference, you will acquire enough strength to run them out and harvest them. They will on their own come. It becomes easier when they come. God told Noah to make an ark, and the animals will bring themselves 2 by 2. Let all of you who are mindful of the end time harvest hear this, that it comes to a time when they bring themselves 2 by 2. Ejosa. To ba say no ani o lo mu obo. That if it is Noah that go and catch monkey and bring, if it is Noah that will go and drag elephant and bring, or python and bring, how does he do it? But they brought themselves 2 by 2. From this meeting, your work will become easier. Amen. they will bring themselves.